Hey guys, welcome back to the Joey Plays Games YouTube channel, and today I'm here to talk to you about what if Marvel Studios' new animated television series on Disney Plus, Episode 8. I know we've not talked a single lick about any of these other episodes. I know we talked, or I did do a little saying I'm going to talk about it in a video, and then, here we are one episode away from the finale, and I haven't made a video yet. So, you know what? I'm deciding to make a video because I've had a little bit of ups and downs of the show. I thought the first couple episodes were really good. I thought Captain Carter episode moved a little quickly for me, at least for my taste, but then we hit the T'Challa Guardians episode and that banged, and we moved on. We ended up hitting that really great high with the Doctor Strange episode, definitely one of my favorites from the series, and then we had a little bit of ups and downs. I wasn't a big fan of the zombies episode, just kind of how the cookie crumbled on that one. I did enjoy the Hank Pym episode. That one was kind of a unique twist on the original Avengers movie. The Thor episode, a lot of people didn't really enjoy that one. I thought it was fine, definitely not to the point where I hated it, but wasn't my favorite. This one, we're finally getting to the culmination of it all, and building toward the end of what the show kind of really didn't hint that there was building toward anything. It was really kind of billed as something that was just a bunch of separate stories, and then we're going to eventually get a payoff at some point. Maybe. But we finally figured out we are going to get a payoff, and it's going to be seeing big ol' Ultron reincarnated in Vision's body and using the Ultron protocol. And it's going to be, trying to take down the Watcher. He's gained access to the multiverse, and I loved the meme that I saw on Twitter after I finished watching this yesterday of Marvel fans really don't know who broke the multiverse. We watched WandaVision, we thought it was Wanda. We watched Loki, we thought it was Loki. We've watched the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer, we think it's Doctor Strange and Spider-Man. But now we're watching this, and it could be the Watcher, and it could be Vision. Who really knows? But I just kind of want to give my quick thoughts. I thought this one tied a bunch of key moments from kind of Infinity War, Endgame, Age of Ultron, and made a really kind of unique in some ways story, which was entertaining to watch. I loved the overall air of the atmosphere of Ultron being the bad guy. This is always kind of what I imagined if Ultron succeeded it would look like. There was a animated movie, they did it with the Young Avengers. There was a young Cap and Iron Lad, and I think Kate Bishop may have been in there, and a couple other characters, but it was in the future where Ultron took over and only Steve was left or something. And I thought it was a really unique take, and it had Ultron's got this really kind of eerie air about him that I think is really kind of cool to explore. And this episode really leaned into it in the kind of Siberia, Moscow setting, and I enjoyed the setting. I enjoyed the air, and then I kind of wanted to talk about a couple of the character focus of it all. It gave Hawkeye and Black Widow front and center in the story overall, kind of tied in the Watcher a little bit more, and led to some really cool and unique moments. Some out there on the internet were saying this is the best that we've ever seen Hawkeye, and I wouldn't really disagree. I do think this kind of plays on what I wanted a little more out of the interaction between the two of them in the Marvel universe. I wanted a little more of the buddy that we do kind of get in a lot of the comics and other forms of medium that they've been a part of. And this kind of gave us a little chance to do a little Hawkeye and Black Widow road trip to save the world, because everybody else kind of died, which, I love how the creator of the show, or the head writer, I think, has acknowledged that somehow Tony Stark has become I think it's Cartman from South Park. No, it's Kenny. That Tony Stark is now the Kenny for What If, that he just keeps dying in every iteration. I don't think he's made it through the end of the episode. So I really enjoyed it. I think it's really cool how it sets up Ultron as a big bad, badder than Thanos, just with that quick 1 second scene. I made sure to include a little picture of him splitting Thanos in half with just the Mind Stone, even though Thanos has all the other Infinity Stones. I really enjoyed that. And I think Jeffrey Wright is getting a lot. I can now understand why Jeffrey signed on to the project, because his role in the first 7 episodes is really just kind of an opener, maybe 1 or 2 lines of dialogue through the episode, and then he does kind of the closing thing. And this is, I can understand why, because the Watcher is such a cool, unique character in the comics to kind of mess around with, just this kind of mythological god level character that just kind of doesn't do anything. And, or at least that's how he's kind of known for, obviously, in this episode. And I'm sure he has in some other comics that he's done stuff. He's broken out of his role as the Watcher. I remember when I was kind of coming into understanding what was going on in comics and everything, I remember the Who Killed the Watcher event was going on, and everybody was trying to figure that out. I don't think I ever kept up with that, so I don't remember who did, but I really enjoyed Jeffrey Wright. I think the end tagline of him and evil Doctor Strange putting together kind of the best of the worlds that we've seen so far, which is kind of hinted at in this poster that they released a long time ago. I don't even know if this is a long time ago. This could be a recent poster. I wasn't paying that close attention, but it's got Gamora, and I'm forgetting the Gamora episode. Maybe that's just because I blanked on it, but it's got Captain Carter, and it's got Spider-Man from the What If Zombies. It's got T'Challa from the episode 2, Black Widow presumably from this last episode, and I think we're going to see Bro Thor and evil Doctor Strange, or not evil, but you guys know what I mean, interact. So I'm looking forward to the finale next week, especially because they've already said that they're greenlighting the season 2's in production. That I'm kind of curious how the finale ends and what its larger implications are. How does it set up a season 2? How does it actually reference the kind of the ongoing theory amongst a bunch of nerds that the events of What If and characters that have popped up in What If will be appearing in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness? Because I believe there's been a bunch of rumors that Peggy Carter, Haley Atwell, will show up as Captain Carter in some weird montage like sequence, and I'm curious how that's all going to play together. Obviously the animated shows don't captivate the larger audience as much as the live action shows like Loki and Falcon and Winter Soldier, and as well as WandaVision and presumably Hawkeye this winter. So I'm just kind of interested to see where it goes, because this is Marvel Studios' first real foration into this. So I'm very interested. I'm hopeful, because we had a little slump. What If Zombies, and then there was one more episode, and then the Bro Thor thing just kind of hit a little bit. You had that really high point with episode 4, and then you kind of slumped down a little bit. Not to the point that it was unwatchable or bad, but it didn't hit the same highs that I thought. It was just kind of weird how the whole thing was ordered. But I think that's not my place to discuss. We can probably discuss that after the show's finished airing, of why it aired that way. And who knows, maybe there's some impact on the Doctor Strange 2 connections of it all. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you thought about What If episode number 8, and kind of what are your expectations for next week? Do you think that team is actually going to win, or is that team going to lose? And is the team losing going to then set up for a possible Vision Ultron appearance in the live action MCU? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. I appreciate you guys watching. Make sure to like the video, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a beat of the channel coverage. Next video is probably going to be a video on Titans. Episode 10 released last night. I'll just do kind of my basic thoughts of the season so far, and then I think after that I'm going to do a little kind of what are my thoughts for Venom Let There Be Carnage. The original Venom was, not the greatest, and we got a sequel coming out with apparently a banger credit scene that does some connecting. So I've rewatched Venom last night and gonna do a little bit of just setting some expectations. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. As I said, don't forget to leave without leaving a like and comment your thoughts down below. Thank you guys. See you next time. Peace.